This is part 2 of the review. So this is our unit conversions. Again, be sure you are using your unit cancellations, significant digit, scientific notation, all of those things. So on the test, there are some that are multiple choice, but there are a couple that you have to do all of the work and show it because I will grade on your work. So I already set the first one up in class, but if you'll remember, anytime we talk about how many atoms, we're talking about a counting. Okay, we're counting how many atoms. And so anytime we're counting, we're going to use Avogadro's number. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and set you up here. So we have 3 moles of copper. Again, always write down your given. Okay, the second step again is since we have moles here, we're going to put moles in the denominator. You can abbreviate that you want. And when we talked about when you have a conversion factor in which it involves moles, the number 1 will always go in front of the mole. And so in this case, we are using Avogadro's number, 6.02 times 10 to the 23. And we use the label in the problem, so copper atoms. We're going to cancel. Make sure these are the same labels, because if they're not, then you've done it wrong. Okay, you would have it flipped upside down, so don't fake the labels. Use the correct labels. Remember, 1 mole always goes with the mole. The rest of it is just running your numbers in your calculator. So in this case, we're going to be taking the 3 times the 6.02 times 10 to the 23, because both numbers are in the numerator. Okay, both numbers are in the numerator, so we're just multiplying across, and then whatever you get there would be your final answer. So I'll let you go ahead and multiply that out. Okay. Number 13. Same thing. You're going to start with the given 4.8 moles. The only thing different is this is sodium chloride. So this is going to add a step to you because you need to write the formula for sodium and chlorine. Okay. So you're going to go to your table and find that sodium's a +1. Chlorine is a -1. So then ask yourself, do I need any subscripts? And in this case, +1 and -1 are the same. They already equal 0 when you add them up. So I do not need any extra subscripts. So NaCl. Okay, 1 mole of NaCl. And again, we're wanting to know how many molecules. So that's a counting thing. So again, anytime we're counting, it's Avogadro's number. This time, we're going to use molecules. So remember, Avogadro's number, the label on it can change to whatever you're looking for. Most of them can't change, but Avogadro's number can always change the label of it. So again, NaCl. So in this case, again, this is in the numerator and in the numerator, so I'm going to just multiply across. So 4.8 times the 6.02 times 10 to the 23. And hopefully you know how to put that in your calculator. And I'm running out of space, so I'll put this down below. Molecules of NaCl. Okay. As with all of them, again, I would always pause before you watch me do the problem, so that you can see if you know how to do it and then check yourself. Don't just watch me and copy what I write. Okay, number 14. Now this one's going the opposite way. It says how many moles, when this time it gives me atoms. So this is going to be just the reverse of this problem. What I mean by the reverse of it is when I write down my given, the atoms of argon. So now when I come to the denominator, I need atoms of argon. And remember, there's 6.02 times 10 to the 23 atoms. See, look up here on this problem. We put it here, the atoms. The 1 mole of argon goes in the numerator this time, so that when we cancel our atoms, again, my answer, what's left over, is moles of argon. Okay? Now, in this case, the 1.93 times 10 to the 24 is in the numerator. The 6.02 is in the denominator. So I'm going to actually do a division problem. on here. So when one's in the numerator and one's in the denominator, we're doing a division. So don't forget that. Okay, we'll set up the last one real quick. Again, how many moles dihydrogen monoxide if I have this many molecules? So we're going to start with our molecules. Again, Avogadro's numbers tells us we have this many molecules of, dihydrogen. Dihydrogen means 2 hydrogens. Monoxide means 1, so we've just got water. For 1 mole of water. Okay, so molecules of water cancel. And again, this is going to just be a division problem. So I didn't quite leave me enough space here. Wrote too big. So again, this is in the numerator. So you're going to have this, just one second, I'm videoing, 6.02 times 10 to the 23. Again, so this is going to be a division problem, and your label is moles of water. Okay, so double check, be sure you have all that done. If you have any questions,